Hey, how's everyone doing? Yeah, we are streaming Source Diving with Kelvin again. If you're in the chat, please just say hello. Um, Let me go grab this. So yeah, welcome to another Source Diving with Kelvin. Today we are going to be hands-on working on sales mail. Going to add some new transport, and I also have come to some new learnings from the last time I worked on sales mail, and we're just gonna explain my thought process, and we're just gonna build it. Probably gonna ship it. Should we ship it? Maybe. Probably just test it, and maybe we'll ship it. We'll ship a like a. It should be like a minor or a patch version. I think no, it should be like a minor version, not a patch, because we've added new functionality. So we're going Semver. All right. So what I'm going to do now is, as always, let's see what we have in terms of the task for today. So I'm going to open Basecamp. I'm going to switch to this view, and you could see. So we just have 3 tasks today. We might probably finish early, but I don't know. So first of all, okay, I've done all this. I didn't check them off. Let's, of course, do didn't check them off. So so this is the first one. So I'm gonna give you all the link to the tweets. You know what to do. You just go retweet this bad boy. And so here you go. So go retweet it, share it, comment, whatever, like on it, give it a like. Okay, this is repost now. Now that we're not X on Twitter. Oh my, it's gonna take some getting used to. So let's get started. Really, I really want to get on building these features, all these new transports as quickly as possible. So that's giving you all. So that's out of the way. So let's focus on my tag. So talk about rethinking the idea for mailers and transports and sales mail. So originally, so let's open sales with mail. So originally, when I built the very first versions, the idea of mailers and transport were, I understood them, but not as much as I would want to. So apparently, when let's look at Melo. I think we have mail in Melo. And so when it comes to mailer, in the way Saleshook mail would work is that whenever you give the mailer, the name doesn't really matter. So before I was actually doing a check for the name, the mailer name, right? And I was thinking, isn't this a little bit repetitive? Like we have transport here, this matches it. So it was when I was working on it some more, I discovered that this could be anything literally, and I actually do have that. So if I go to, okay, still on Melo, if we go to local, you could see we have Mailtrap and Node Mailer. Both of these mailers, they both use the SMTP transport, but I could call them anything. So this way it makes sales mail very flexible in the sense that you could name your mailers and you could have more than one mailers that support the same transport. It doesn't really care. So far, the transport is a supported transport, which is SMTP log for now. Today we're going to add both Resend and SendGrid transports. So we're going to start with Resend because I'm really quite curious about it. And if you're just joining, please just say hi. So I know you're there. How you doing? Adiadra, thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. We're working on sales mail today. So so that's how I think about Miller. So before, if you go back here, I was doing a very weird if checks here. So I'm gonna do maybe do like sales. I'm gonna do like mailer equals to SMTP. So there was no need to do that. So the source of truth of what transport to use is just the transport itself being defined in the mailer. All right. So because of that, I just have to simplify the check, right? So I simplified the check. Did I save this? So I simplified that check. Well, what did I do? So I simplified the check to make sure that it's just this. And with this, we might probably switch up to use the switch. I like this if else. I don't really mind that it's an if else check, but it's so easy now. We can switch it up to like where am I? We can switch it up to a switch statement if you want. Okay, so that's how it works currently now. So now we have to add a new transport. All right, so if we go to arc and if I open to resend, right? So this is the new transport we want to add for now, and also that for SendGrid. So it's kind of really cool. I checked out the docs pretty quickly how to get started. Okay, no, I don't want this. We're going to actually sign up with GitHub very soon. But for now, I just want to look at the documentation. And so I don't think it supports SMTP. Let's see, SMTP. Okay. Okay, even better, right? So it supports SMTP. So that means right now we actually support Resend out of the box. So if you're going to use SMTP, it's already supported, which is brilliant. All you have to do is that you put your the host, then any of these ports, right? And the username should be Resend, and the API, the password should be your API key. Good stuff. Just make my work a little bit easy on that note. But what we want to support is the API, I think, which is this one. Where you use the Resend package, and then you call resend.emails.send, right? Good stuff. So, key. Okay, let's write it. So first of all, I'm going to need to sign up for Resend. So I'm going to get started. Probably just going to sign up with GitHub. And I'm going to authorize Resend. So I'm not sharing your screen just in case it's my API keys. Oh, okay, it's your team. What team? So the sales guys company. Okay, good. So this is Resend, right? So I'll generate the API key. You probably need to whitelist domains. I think I should have done this before, but let's see. Require that you verify your domain by adding a DNS record. Cool. So we have to do this setup. So first things first, let's add the API key, the domain. So the domain, what is this? Let's see. It's the best practice to use a subdomain for proper reputation segmentation. A subdomain. Interesting. Okay. So what do I want to call this? Should I say emails.salescast.com, for example? Hey Lenny, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing fine, idea doer. I'm just rambling on about trying to fix. Okay, so we were trying to set up Resend. So I'm gonna have to register all these things. So a subdomain, huh? Probably just use this updates.example.com was an example. Probably just do emails, right? Emails.salescast.com does sound fun, doesn't it? Because I want to be able to test it and see like the thing. Hmm. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Emails.salescast.com sounds good. So I'm going to go with that. So they have regions in North Virginia, Ireland, Sao Paulo. Select the region close to your users for the best performance. I do not. I'm just going to leave the default region. So it's going to be emails.salescast.com. Sounds fun. Let's do it. Okay, so I have some DNS things to go put up on Netlify because Netlify is me host. So open tracking, click tracking. I don't want to track all those for now. So let's go to Netlify. So I'm doing this all offline because I do not know whether I'm going to show some credentials. And so let me keep the chat here so I could be seeing your chats while I fix all this. So I'm gonna go to Netlify and log in. And I'm just gonna split the screen so I can see. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So, Netlify's UI looks is new. Oh, it is new. Okay, but I don't care right now. So, gonna okay. Subscribe HQ. We are the things, the domains. Care about salescast.com. Yeah, add new DNS record. So we're gonna add new MX record. Okay. And value. The name is bounces.emails. Oh, bounces.emails. The priority should be 10. And I copied the value things. The TTL, just leave it to auto. Okay, good. I like it. The next one is a TXT, the same bounces.emails as the name. Bounces.emails. And the value is the something. Oh, I see. Huh. I think it uses Amazon's SCS under the hood. That's interesting. But let's see. Let's set it up. Let's move forward. So this one, it's a bit different. This one is the name differs a little bit. So I'm just gonna put this. Oh, this is a lot. Hi Tyler, welcome. We are setting up Resend. So I have to not share the screen just in case I mess up with the credential things. Never share your secrets. Okay, so let's see if it verifies now. Fingers crossed. Oh, it verifies. That was fast. I like it. Okay, so verified things. So logs. You haven't sent any emails. Once you start sending emails, you get detailed logs for every request and response. Is that so? Okay. Add the emails. Okay. Wow, that's beautiful. So, it was really quite easy. Just add a domain. Okay, I think I could show this bit. Where is it? So you just add a domain, they're going to tell you to verify it. So you go to your registrar. Yeah, the place you bought your domain from, mine is Netlify. So just going to give you some DNS things to put in, and it all works. And I don't think I have any emails, no results in the no emails, good. So now we need an API key. So of course I'm going to go back to this screen because I have to share my API key. So create an API key. Let's say sales mail. No, let's create one for Melo. So Melo, full access, sending access. What does full access does? See, you have to read the permissions you're giving stuff, please. So full access allowed to get, create, and delete any resource. I just want sending really. I'm not sure I want. Yeah, only just sending. Yeah, that's what I want. So all domains. Okay. So you could scope the API key to domains. I like it. So let's do to this also. That means I can have multiple API key for different domains. I like it. So I'm gonna save the bad boy. You can only see this key once. Yes, I know. So I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna go to my local. and I'm just going to put one here called resend. No. There's a couple of ways to do this. I could, okay, yeah, I want it to be my local. I don't want to do env things. So going to be API key. That's a bad boy saved, and I could close this bad boy. Good, we're in business. So now I could close this, and API keys are set up. And if you're using Resend here, you can just say holla. I'm just playing around with it for the first time. So now I can go back to overview, and now hey, I have added an API key. Well, what do you mean you can't find it? Oh, okay. I think the UI is taking a while to know that I've added something. That's weird. But anywho, let's move forward. So this is the thing. So I've added an API key already, but it seems not to know so fast that I've added one. But this is the bit of code we need, right? So what I'm gonna do, says hook mail, and so okay, here, who wants me to use switch and not else if, not else ifs? So else if we could do, so all we have to do is to switch. Actually, that might be more little code. I like this one even. But let's see, I might refactor. All right. So if the transport is resend, we don't want to handle that business. All right. So what we're going to do, the first thing is, since it's resend, we need to get the module. Right. And the way we get the module, we use this our nifty little helper that throws an error telling, hey, yo, you got to install this thing you're trying to get because you don't have it if you don't have it. All right. So here I'm going to prop it here, but no, this will be resend. So according to the resend docs, resend, let's go back to awk. And so here we do resend, right? So we get resend. So I probably think it's going to, we need to destructure it. We need to destructure it. So like so, good. And now we also need resend, new resend. Okay, let's get the API key. All right. So the mindset is, if you have a transport for resend, it means you already have your API key. So there are two places we're going to look for it. Two places, I think. Let me think about it a little bit. So we could do const API key. Right. So this is scoped to this block. So we're good. We could do sales.config. No, let's start with looking for it in the environment variable. So that means if you're in production, you could just set this environment variable called resend API key, and we'll pick it up. If not, they will look for it in the local. So we could do sales.config dot. That's interesting, because I want the, okay, what we can do is the mailer, right? So we could get the mailer and then check for the API key. Right, so the mailer being passed in, we look for that. So if you check the resend mailer, so we're going to look for a key of resend, right? Called API key. Where else should we check? I think this is all good. Or let's say you want to, you set everything in your mail.js. We could also do sales.config .mailers, then mailer API key. Okay, so this is the fallback. So this is just for DX, right? So that means anyone can just have a resend API in their environment variable, or if it's in their local, don't do that. We'll do this, or if it's in their mail.js config, we'll also check for it there. Let me see if there are any questions. Oh yeah, no, I am not sharing API keys today. No, the API keys are mine. And So yeah, so let's keep moving forward. So now what we need to do is we will create a new resend object. I think it's a new, oh yeah, but I wonder why it's not letting me do this. It's weird. I have created a key. Or do I have to check something? Huh. Okay. Anywho, let's move forward. And now what I will do is here we do const resend equals to equals to new resend. We pass in the API key, and next we'll do, so this is definitely asynchronous resend dot emails dot send, right? You send dot emails dot send. Okay, we give it an object, and we already have those, right? So we have the from. Okay, so the from, it doesn't take a from name. That's interesting. Then the to, then the subject, then the HTML. Okay, so subject. I think we have all this already, so that's why I could do this. So if we check, so we have subject, we have from, we have to. Good business. And but yeah, this is literally all we need. So wait, hold up a second. It's not asynchronous. Is that a fact? Huh. Wait a minute. We send the call. Huh. Let's go to the docs. It should be asynchronous. Yeah, it is asynchronous. I guess that. So you all should go, I don't know if it's open source for you to submit a PR or something, but wait a minute. Here, okay, you could pass in an array or or just a string. That works. And here you could also pass in the, you see, this is what I was expecting them to do. So now I have to go change that up a little bit. So here, so here, from, I need to modify the from a little bit. And the from is going to have from name, then in braces, the from like so, angle bracket, sorry. So that looks good. Let's see what else. We are we in the try cache already? We didn't try cache this bad boy, so we should try catch it with this bit. So here I'm gonna try catch it, and probably gonna just throw so that we can, should I throw so we could handle it in userland, but I think I should throw. So catch, yeah, so log data, and I think it returns back the ID sort of ish. So what I can do is to do const data, then just the same way we are logging this. I don't know what it calls it, but probably just ID. So ID. Okay, that sounds fun. That looks good. Yes, I am not saying. So this looks good. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pack this bad boy, npm pack, and gonna go to warp Gringotts. I'm gonna do not treble. Gonna do boring stack melody view, and now I'm gonna npm on install. Says hook mail. Good. So I could now npm I. And what version is Salesforce Mail? version 3. So this is version 3. So good. What I want now is to Melo view. Let's go to the mail and add a resend mailer and give it the transport of resend. So it's going to throw the first time we try this because we don't have Resend installed, just to make sure that everything is good. So I need to check. And a couple of ways to do this. We could do this here, or if we don't want to touch here, we could just also test that. Should we touch this code? We could do it at sign up, and here we just pass in a mailer Resend. Okay, so there are different ways. Did I register this? Index the key. I did not update the TypeScript. Send with email params. Mailer string and it's optional. Good. So TypeScript is gonna be happy. Like we're using this very nice combo. So if everything is good, this should work. But wait a minute. Let me verify one more thing. Onboarding at resend.com.dev. So this could be anything. But why do we need a domain, really? Weird. But anyways, let's see how it breaks. Okay. Are you all with me so far? So let's see how it breaks. So I'm gonna go to warp. First of all, I'm gonna do sales L. Let me just drop the bad boy. Good. And I'm gonna go to Edge. I want to use Microsoft Edge for this one. My CC has been acting up. It refuses to start for some reason. So localhost. So this is I've actually implemented the sign-in login page for Melo. So here I want it. So I'm gonna do Kelvin. So let's send to Kelvin at salesguys.com. And let's just create a very good password so that everything is happy. Okay, it broke. I like it, but this is a server-side thing, which we expect. So let's see. I really love this message. Resend is not installed. Please run npm install Resend to install it. Beautiful yet, if you ask me. I'm proud of it. So now I'm going to do npm I Resend. Let's just save. And was that user created? Let's verify that too. User, yep, it definitely was. So we got to trash the DB again because this is fun. How much time do we have left? So we have 29 more minutes. So let's see if we can wrap this up really quickly and also implement SendGrid. SendGrid is going to be quite interesting. And one cool thing with Resend, I did see you could, okay, maybe it's with React. So they did React email, which is kind of cool. So I've been learning a lot about emails and templating engines and React email. So it's also made by the same folks that did Resend. So definitely. So what they do is to let you send. What? Come on. So they let you use React components as emails. So I think under the hood, it's definitely going to render it as HTML, but it's really kind of fun. So introduction. So you could render. So it comes with components, right? So you could see React email. So you could actually create your emails with React code, and you could now use like Resend to actually render that. It's kind of good. It's kind of cute. I like it. So let's see if the bad boy is done. Still installing. So any questions while we wait for the install to be done? Quickly, let me go check my code. And send. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Check the environment variable, get an API key, and do them things. Cool stuff. I can also try. Oh, we can also set up SMTP too, which is really, really great. So good, that's done. So now we can do sales L drop. And I could do Kelvin. Kelvin at Probably I'm gonna get this mail, which I do not want to get. But wait, let me do test at salescast.com. And recent said I would. Okay, something did go wrong too. Let's check it out. From is not defined. Okay, we did make an error. From is not defined. That's interesting. Oh, I think I know what's up. Please tell me I did not change it up again. I did. Just to confirm for this. Ay, ay, ay. Let's fix it. Wait. Yeah, there was no from. Yeah, I should have just looked at the thing that's highlighting. But anyways, that's done. So let's pack it up again. Let's go back to WAP and let's install the bad boy and let's drop the things. So I'm gonna do this. And I had this pre-filled before, but yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I see an opportunity here to use Playwright to automate this. That would have been fun. Just run the test and it's all good. Okay. What else happened? Not authorized to send emails from salescast.com. Huh. Ah. I see what's happening here. That's weird. Okay, so what Resend is saying, so even if it's I shouldn't have listened to their best practice one. So what we need to do is go back to mail. You see this our from field? You know, we set it to emails.salescast.com as the domain. I'm going to actually have to add salescast.com because I really like, there is no domain like this. But that's weird. This is looking like an inconvenience. But let's see if it works even. I like SendGrid. Um, so I would just drop it. Finally, we're gonna do Kelvin. So it's test at salescast.com. Okay, that happened. So let's go see if Resend is happy really. And we got something. So check emails. Okay, it did go through. Yeah, and let me check my phone if it really did come through. Give me a sec, guys. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I had to just deal with, bank stuff. Yeah, yeah. But anyways, I'm back. Oh, really? Faster? How do you mean faster? Like it's not for just to drop the DB. I don't like. delete every record. So it's not really faster. It's just, I don't know. Sales lift is the same speed with sales lift if you check. So if we do, okay, so it did send the thing, the ID. If we do sales lift, all right, it's still going to lift same time. So when we do sales drop, yeah, same time. Like just drop it the DB. It's not about the speed, just in case I didn't get you, Lenny. So we've just implemented Resend. How easy was that? So we have the Resend transport. So we could go, yes. So this is fun. So let's see. Is there anything to clean up? So wait, hold up. Back up. So domains, logs. So let's see the logs. Okay, yeah. Oh, cool. Oh, this is good. So you could see failed emails and the reason why they failed, I guess. What? Can't click on the bad boy? Wow. Oh, I think the recent thing is just an abstraction on their API, like the package. And that really makes sense. So it did not like that at all. Or I could, yes. I don't like I have to use a subdomain really. But they said it's best practice. I've always had to use the top domain, and it's always worked for me. Even with SendGrid. I'll check that out off camera. But you could register any domain you want. We just have to, set your domains. And of course, you could have more than one domains, I think, for free. If not, you will have to verify that part. And let's see the logs for the successful one. So just sends back the ID. I kind of like it. It's neat. Good up. Kudos to the recent team. So yeah, verify your email, and yeah, I wanted to check the email before I saw the bank things. So let's see if I got the email. Okay, that's weird. Hold up a sec. I still need to do this stuff. It's just gonna be a massive pain in the. Anyways, let's see what happened. Okay, yeah, it did come true. I see the verify things. Can you all say it? No, you can't say it. You can say it. But trust me, it did come true. Or I could actually show you on. I could show you on Hey. And if we check here, we could see, yeah, it did come true. And I really like how nice this is. HTML email still looks good. So we could actually verify, but actually, I think I've already dropped the DB, so it should really work anymore. But yeah, it's good. So the borrowing.emails.salesguys.com. I don't like this subdomain thing. I'm going to actually delete it and use my normal domain. I don't feel good about it. So I have to find all those records. Oh yeah. Oh, why? Why? But anyways, that works. So let's move on. And so now we could save this. Could say fit, implement, resend, transport. Good. And wait a minute. I probably should have done it as. So let's remove those commits, undo those commits. Git flow, features start, implement, resend, transport. So we have good stuff going on. So we could just put it in this branch instead. And now we could push it up and then I could accept it. So what's the time? How are we doing on time? Okay, we definitely cannot do SendGrid, but let's see. I think this is, I would love to do SendGrid, but then I would have a lot of mesh things to deal with. But let's look at how that implementation would go. I think it's fairly the same. So if we go to SendGrid, so this is the SendGrid package. If you're like me, so I currently use this in the salescast.com for emails. So if you're like me, you don't like SMTP. I've actually never used SMTP before sales mail. I've never really understood it fully. I just use the SendGrid thing. But now with sales mail, I'm confident I can use a ton of different transport as much as I want for even different sections of my app. It's just brilliant. So all we have to do is to install this and we do this. So there's one cool thing about so one cool thing is we could optionally check if there's a text, if there's no text. But I think it will detect if there's no text anyways. So we could just pass that in. But the one part is there's this ID, I think, on SendGrid where you could actually create your templates on SendGrid itself and then use the ID in your code. So it's just going to put in the data into those IDs. It's always brilliant. So it's going to need a little bit of work. So I'm not sure I'll do this on camera. So, but what we did achieve today is the Resend one. I'm going to have to, so we'll talk about this. We've added Resend as a transport, which is brilliant. SendGrid as a transport, we were not able to get to it. We just did a little bit of research. So that's a little bit kind of done. And so here, please, yeah, I'm glad you think it's good, Lenny. So go start the sales mail things, sales hook mail, and also the boring JavaScript stack, if you will. And yes, salescast.com/boring. We are making good progress on the boring JavaScript stack. It's so amazing, really. Yeah, so probably need to get off this to, yeah, I wonder why it did not go through the first time. So, oh. Anyways, I need to send some stuff, but yeah, go start the sales mail, join the Salescast community, follow those things, follow this channel. So join the Salescast community. Join chat. Then yeah. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Please follow and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, we are wrapping it up. I have to go do some things. But this has been fun. I guess we'll do that. So I'm going to merge it and ship a new version really, really soon. So probably going to do that when I'm in transit tomorrow. So thank you for hanging to the end. Thank you, Lenny. You're amazing. Everyone else. See you all in the next one. Bye.